Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Unlocked Tuesday live stream. We are here every Tuesday live at 2 p.m. Eastern. And if you do not know me, my name is Jessie Lang. I teach people how to buy and manage long-term rental properties. I buy 1 to 3 rentals every single month here in Columbus, Ohio, and I teach other people how to do the exact same. We normally have some pretty cool topics on this show, and today is a brand new topic that we have never covered before. I do not have a guest speaker. It is me, myself, and I have put together an awesome slideshow for you guys on how we, my wife and I, travel for free and how our business supports paying for that. So this is a really cool topic near and dear to my heart. I have been traveling for free using credit card stacking, credit card hacking, which Lizzie told me I'm not allowed to call it credit card hacking because that sounds like I'm going to steal your credit cards. But that is the term, hacking, stacking, and exactly how you can do that for yourself. And you guys, this is super interactive. This is really interactive. And again, I'm here by myself today. So if you guys have any questions, please throw them in the chat, whether you're on Instagram, Facebook, in the group, wherever you are. Would love to hear you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. There we are. So I'm going to teach you exactly how we travel for free and how our business pays for it. Let your real estate business work for you. Now, if you don't have a real estate business yet, that's A-okay. You can learn these strategic strategies now, and you are going to be in a great place once your business is up and running and you have expenses to put on your credit card, okay? So we're going to look at flights, hotels, different extras, and I'm going to even show you the exact cards that we use. And you'll see throughout here, I do get some referral bonus points for connecting you guys with some of these cards. Now, I would never, ever refer anything that I don't have myself, that I don't believe in. So these are all things that I truly use on a regular basis. And all I ask, we put all this together for you. I ask that if you do sign up for any of these cards, please just use my link and I would definitely appreciate it. So, all right. So what is credit card stacking? There's really kind of like 4 main categories of things that you need to understand. So you need to be able to apply strategically. This is not like willy-nilly kind of throw all these applications out there and see which ones stick. You want to be strategic about what you are applying for. Charge your business expenses to that card. Maximize your point value when you're redeeming for flights, hotels, rental cars, whatever you're getting, and then go out and actually book those vacations. So we're going to go over all those. Part 1 is apply strategically. Like I said, you can't just go out there and apply for everything and expect that that's going to look good on your credit or even be like a strategy that makes sense for the kind of travel that you want to do. So we recommend that you space out applications at least 30 days apart, that you track your credit score because, of course, there will be fluctuations on your credit depending on what cards you have open, your balances that you hold, all that. Target special offers. These are called sign-up bonuses or SUB, and you'll see that a lot as you start to get into this world. So it's almost impossible to travel at a high level without these target special offers. And then meet the minimum spend on that offer. So we're going to go over some examples, but it could be, get this card and spend $5,000 in the first 3 months, and we will give you 60,000 bonus points, for example. So that's the meeting the minimum spend, and that's how you're going to hit your signups. Then you're actually going, once you get your signups, there's going to be other ways that you can spend, right? So first you have sign up, then you're going to earn points by category spending. So there's quite a few different cards that are category based, and sometimes they rotate. Depends on the card. Sometimes it will rotate, and for this quarter it will be groceries and streaming services. And then the next quarter, it will be gas and movie theaters, whatever it is. And those spending categories are going to give you a multiple. So you want to be strategic about which cards you have and how they spend on a regular basis, and just make sure that you're using, the right card at the right location. Then you have your everyday purchases. These are, kind of flat rate, 1 or 2, 1.5%, kind of non-bonus categories. And it's just ensuring that for every dollar that you spend, you're at least getting some sort of reward. And then, of course, there are referral opportunities. So we put this together to teach you because it's awesome, but also for some referral opportunities. So again, please use our link if you sign up for any of these. You can get 10, 20,000 bonus points pretty easily. And the really fun part about this is you can refer other people, your friends and your family. And the goal is, if you're on the same kind of travel programs, you're going to earn points in the same way. You can redeem points in the same way. And you can actually travel with your friends and family for free while you're also earning bonus points. So really, really important that you understand how these points are earned. These are the exact cards that we use. So we're going to go over 4. There are tons and tons and tons of others, and I'm going to give you a really good resource for that at the end. But these 4 specifically have been really, really good to me. These are up to date as of this presentation, but they change on a regular basis. So first is Chase Sapphire Preferred. This is everyday personal card that is, I would say, probably the best redemption that you can get. And there's also Chase Sapphire Reserve. So these 2 cards are really great. The Reserve, I would say, is even a better card. And you earn similar to other cards, but the really good part about this one is that on the redemption, you are getting 1.5 times redemption. So if you are buying a flight that would cost 10,000 points, for example, and you're using your, Sapphire Reserve card, then you're only going to spend like about 6,000 points to get you that same flight that's worth 10,000 points. So really, 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 really good card. The Southwest Rapid Rewards, we will look over. Something that I love about this and something we go after every year is the Companion Pass. You also get some, anniversary points and all that. Amex, this one's outside of the Chase family. This is one of the only cards I have outside of Chase at this time, but it's a pretty easy spend, and they have really, really good category spend. So, we spend pretty high in some certain categories that they reward. And so the Amex here has been really good for that. So definitely would recommend. And then the Chase Ink Business. So Chase, their entire business line of cards is called Ink. They have variety from, beginner cards all the way up to, kind of expert level, big business spending. So anywhere in here, you're going to get travel, shipping, online advertising as kind of your bonus categories. And so these are really good. And I want to talk about this Southwest Companion Pass. Y'all, this thing is a freaking game changer. It basically gets you 2 for 1 flight. So your companion flies for free. So when Laura and I travel together, we book 1 flight and we both fly for the cost of 1 flight. So the way that we do it is there's kind of 2 different ways you can earn it. The most the most rewarding, I would say, is this 135,000. That's your annual spend. Now, if you were only spending in your daily spending categories, you would have to spend $135,000 to hit this. Now, we're not, in our business we are, but this is a personal card that we have. So that is just not realistic. Maybe for some of y'all it is, but for us, that's not realistic. I'm very frugal. And so the best way to hit this is you actually apply for 2 cards within the same calendar year. So you're going to get your Southwest business card and your Southwest personal card, and the combined sign-up bonus on those two is enough to get you that 135,000 points. Now, I prefer this method because you're going to get this entire year, the whole year that you hit the companion pass, and the entire next calendar year. So we aim to hit it every January, every other year, and then we basically have the companion pass at all times. Now, Southwest is doing a promo right now where there's a second option on how you can hit it, and it's a single card, and there's a very low, it's a very modest spend in order to hit that, and you're going to get the companion pass for the remainder of this calendar year. So you don't get the full next calendar year, but it's going to be easier to hit it. So those are two different options that you can do. We just hit the 135,000, so we have it through the end of 2026, and it is freaking awesome. Now, you need to fly Southwest. If you're here in the Midwest, we have pretty good Southwest flights. They fly direct from Columbus to about 25 different locations direct, and then anywhere else that Southwest flies through a hub. So we can really kind of get anywhere that you can imagine with Southwest. So I really, really recommend the companion pass as kind of a beginner strategy on this. And now once you kind of earn these points, you need to go out and redeem them and actually earn, go spend them, right? So flights on Southwest with companion, we typically see one way anywhere in the US or, kind of the Caribbean, Mexico, could be anywhere from like 10,000 to 20,000 points one direction. If you are redeeming for other airlines, you're not going to have companion. So it's going to be, if you're flying with your spouse or a business partner, whatever, you would pay double, of course, but you can get to Europe, you can get anywhere in the world just using points if you know how to earn them and you know how to redeem them. Of course, you can get hotels. Really, every single hotel chain participates on these platforms. So when I am shopping for a hotel, I log into the Chase portal, Chase travel portal, and it will give me the Marriotts and the Hiltons and the Hyatts and everything all in that same portal where I can spend points to redeem it. And then there's extras. So you can get car rentals. A lot of these cards, like the Chase Sapphire Reserve, it comes with airport lounge access. So, when we travel with our friends, we're always getting them into the lounges, and there's free food and free drinks. You can get all that stuff, insurance covered, all different kind of extras depending on what card you get. Now, some do's and don'ts. You can't just go out there and expect to what we call manufacturer spend. You don't want to go out and just spend a bunch of money just for the sake of spending money, y'all. You can't do that. So that's the avoid overspending. If you have a big expense coming up, that's going to be the time to open up a new credit card so you can put it on credit and hit your sign-up bonus. Pay your balance in full. That is just general best practice with any credit card, whether you're, stacking points or not. Don't pay any fees on this, or else you might as well just be paying for your travel at that point. Track your due dates, set reminders, set them on auto pay, whatever you need to do. And then a lot of students, I have a couple students in particular who actually focus on zero APR cards and will put an entire rehab on credit and then pay that credit card off within that time period. Once they refinance, it's 0% APR, and you're hitting your sign up, and you're getting your category spend, and you're getting your daily spend, and your points are just racking up. So there's really strategic ways that you can do this. So if you actually wanted to get started with this, and I absolutely hope that you do, because I have not paid for travel really in the last 4 years. And we travel quite a bit. I just got back from Florida this weekend. We were in Dominican Republic a few weeks before that. I'm going to Alaska this year. We're planning Portugal. I've been on cruises. I've been to national parks. I have been anywhere and everywhere that you can imagine. We spent 2 weeks in Europe a couple years back. And so anything that you can imagine, I highly, highly recommend that you do this So to get started, you want to do some pre-qualifications. You want to make sure that you would get approved. Most of these lender or credit card companies are looking for 680 or above. Be strategic with which cards you're applying for. You don't want to apply for anything that is duplicate, right? So if you get lounge access here and you get lounge access here, and it's the same lounges, like there really isn't a huge reason to do that unless you are looking for those sign-up bonuses. But just be selective and complimentary with like kind of what cards you picked. Hit your bonuses efficiently. Don't manufacture spend. We talked about that. And then you rinse and repeat. So as you kind of get that card set and you hit your sign-up bonus, you got it, you've spent it, hopefully, it's time to go out and kind of look for the next card. So that is the rotation. There's an element that we call 524. And so a lot of these banks, they don't want to see that you've opened 5 cards in the last 24 months. Now there's stipulations. There's like certain cards that count, certain cards that don't count, etc. So you just want to kind of understand which is which. But as long as you're staying under that 524, then you should have no problem, and your credit's decent, you're paying them off. Then you should have no problem getting approved for that next card. And you just kind of rinse and repeat and do this over and over and over. Where did I learn this? I did not make this up. Of course, I learned from somewhere else. So there is an incredible community. It's called 10X Travel. They have a Facebook group with 400,000 people in there. It is really, really well moderated. So there's not a bunch of riffraff. There's no spam. They're very, very, very good at managing this group. So highly recommend you join that. They also have a credit card matchmaker tool. It'll show you based on your credit and all that, kind of what is the next best card that you should apply for. There is a free course. 10X Travel has a free course that teaches you all of the fundamentals of credit card stacking. And I've done the course. I still will refer back to it if there's something that I'm not really sure of. And then expert guidance, they actually have, they can have someone book a trip for you, actually book the trip on your behalf. There is a small fee associated, but it's not something I've used, but I do know that they offer it. So if you're not part of this group yet, and a lot of my students are because I talk about it all the time, if you're not part of this 10X Travel, I highly recommend that you join. And so these are the cards that we would recommend. And again, I really hope that you could use our links. And so I'm actually going to post those here right now. So if you are on Facebook, it will show up right away. If you are on YouTube, we are going to post these directly after this live stream ends. If you are watching a replay, would love to... sorry, one of them got cut off on YouTube. So we would love to have you do these. Share referral link. There we go. Chase Sapphire Preferred and Reserve. Those are fantastic cards. Any Southwest cards, you're going to earn the Companion Pass. And then the Chase Inc. Business, we also highly, highly recommend. So you guys, if you want to join me in traveling for free and let your business do it for you, this is going to be the way to do it. Your business can pay for insurance, taxes, maintenance, rehab costs, buy all of your materials, buy your flooring, buy your paint, pay your contractors, every single thing that you can do on credit card. I always put on credit card and then we will pay it off right away. So again, please use our links and I will see you on your next trip. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. We'll make sure to answer those and appreciate your time. See ya.